Good morning, y'all. Funny, I'm literally in bed still, as I'm introing, but I forgot that I have to take videos to edit the video to post. So, I remembered last night, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to start filming day in, day out of this journey that is to occur of me going to Tiny Fest. So come along with me. I'm not gonna have a full on get right with me because I don't know how to make that look good just yet. Literally, I'm just back, but I'm gonna go shower because my hair is brace high, and I am going to get ready and then gonna head onto the road. So stay tuned if you're into tiny living or just want to hear me comment on things. Yeah.
I spoke way too soon, y'all. I spoke way too soon about hearing me talk about things because for some reason, when I was filming in my car during Apple CarPlay, learning, adjusting, when it's on Instagram or Snapchat or whatever, the sound comes through. But when it's the normal camera, for some reason the sound is removed from the setting. That being said, I can't give you the entirety of what I was thinking at this point in time. However, I know I was talking about how my hair is wet and it's drying off. I'm on the way there. I'm excited. Something along those lines. Um, yeah, I am not fully aware. So, this is a learning curve to say the least, as when I was on YouTube prior, everything was stationary. I was at home, I was doing reviews in that regard. So, my apologies, but a lot of my feedback this time around is going to be voiceovers because there is literally no audio that I can provide, no stories, no visions, etc. So stay along and I guess watch me. Anybody wants to read lips, they can guess what I'm saying and we'll go from there. But I know at one point I was discussing the time of the journey, which it is about 2-ish hours from my residence to the Del Mar Fairgrounds. So that is where I was heading home and then heading to the San Diego area to see all these homes. All right,
This
we're going to start
line
off
is coffee shop.
totally in crazy different directions because this is
So,
technically day two that
can I
I
go?
am showing you. But I picked my location of hotel to be close to this coffee shop. I saw great reviews. I really want to try it and experience what it tastes like. If you don't know me in real life, you know that I love me some coffee. I got the Nutella Divinity as well as a cinnamon roll of theirs, and I thought, oh my gosh, this little hole in the wall, no one's heard of it. It's going to be such a vibe. I ended up interacting with some of my friends who live in the area, and I told them I was going here. Like, oh yeah, it's a chain. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I didn't know that because I don't live in San Diego, and we don't have this in Dallas or um, Burbank in the suburbs where I live. But it was so freaking good. Although you can't literally hear anything that I am saying, you'll see it in my facial expressions. And obviously, this is not a tidbit that is in regard to tiny living. And I did think it was a small business initially, uh, so I thought I was supporting a small business. But regardless, I the oats is given the oats. Let's see that facial reaction. Ooh, that's good. Yeah, I know at one point I do specify that I can taste the syrups, but as as I drank more and more, what was crazy is that it tasted better and better. And it's very rare that I find a coffee that the first sip isn't the best sip. And if that, like, does that make sense? Like, obviously, if you take a sip, oh my gosh, live in the moment, kiki gaga, it's amazing. And then you put it down for a bit, take another sip, and it's like the first one all over again. That's normal. This one, every sip tasted absolutely amazing, and I was so here for it. Now, the cinnamon roll, didn't like I originally went in just looking to get a pan du chocolate and be basil. basic, get my little croissant moment. And then I saw cinnamon rolls. I'm like, you know what? Let me try it out. And that texture, I didn't look closely at it initially. And I'm obsessed because it was a feeling and an experience I haven't had prior because it's a croissant combined with a cinnamon roll. And so it had that delicious flakiness that legitimately got everywhere. But it was well worth it. It was delicious. I think with tip, everything was only like $13, $14, maybe 15. I don't recall. Somewhere along those lines. So, in the grand scheme of like obviously going out and obtaining coffee and a pastry, it was on the, I would say, the regular scheme of things. So, for all you San Diego folks, talk to those companies and tell them to come up here because I would love to come here more often. And for all of those that are in San Diego that live there or are visiting, if you want to celebrate, I guess, a local chain, this Be Better, Bit Butter Bees, whatever, is delicious. And again, obviously not sponsored because there's no way in hell they'd let me say what I just said as their namesake, but it was so good. Um, I'm not in San Diego often. Traditionally, I'm about like once a month, but I would happily be back. Um, and now I know at this point I'm kind of talking about how day one I didn't really take much content. I was more so living in the moment. I had an amazing opportunity to speak with a multitude of people in the nomad village who actually not only just have RVs or have campers or conversions or what have you, but have actively lived with them for years. Like, I know I've been on the desire to move into tiny living and schoolie slash van conversion for, I would say, about 3 to 4 years. Girl, these people are way ahead of me because not only were they already living in their homes 3 to 4 years ago, they have 5 plus years of experience on the road in their home full time. And I'm like, damn, I am so behind in the game. But at the same time, we're all on our own journeys. But I'm just thinking of all the money I could have saved by living on the road versus um, actively consuming in the format that I have over these last 5 years. So it is what it is. Again, we're all on our own journeys, but I am so stoked to join the minimalist format of existence in regards to material items because, as y'all have seen, my page has consistently been about consuming material goods versus experiences, and the materials that they were luxury, and luxury is not cheap, unfortunately. But it is what it is. I continue to eat, and then once I am done, I believe I go to the charging station and charge my car up because I do have a fully electric vehicle, and I am going to then head to the festival because right after the festival, I'm driving home. I'm tired. I'm schmetty. I didn't want to shower in the ghetto hotel that I went to bathroom because it had some like look like mole girl, and I'm not gonna get all up in that. So it is what it is. But let's go ahead and see the whole reason you're here, the Tiny Fest Festival, and what I experienced and how I felt after the fact, and whether or not tiny living is, was, or will be something for me. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick little, I would say, voiceover to just show the space and what it looks like, because I don't know what I was expecting when I was coming to this. I haven't really been to many conventions that are indoor, outdoor in this capacity. As well, I was specifically looking for van and school bus conversions to really not only compare the two, but see if I could live the Sprinter van life. So these are a couple of clips of the areas, obviously highly focused in the tiny home, ADU, um, almost travel trailer-esque style of living. There was also some spaces in regards to tiny communities, which I'm actually going to walk up to in this moment and look at the layouts and floor plans. I personally did not invest too much time into this because I not in that chapter of my life. I'm not looking to stay stationary, let alone in a position where I have the allocated resources to not just buy the building, furnish it, but also have land to prop it on. So we are going to be walking down this way. Well, now it turns around, but that way, that is going to be where the nomad style living is. So we have the food, there's a musician playing, and all the vans and jazzes up in here. So this is the area that I highly focused in.
No bueno, overpriced. Yeah. Rows and rows. Okay, so funny moment, if you can hear me on this video. I thought someone was so invested that they had that printed on their van or their bus. Turns out this is the original founder of this event's original rig, and so they bring it here, and you can see it. It's what they originally had, and obviously has plenty of Tiny Fest things. Has a little door. I'm gonna creep on in here. And it literally is a home. That is so cool. One of the entrances, family photos, all that jazz. Very cool. Also, I definitely saw them on YouTube earlier. Oh my god, I am! I forgot to get content yesterday. I was like fully in the moment. And so now I said, F the moment, get content. Okay, if you're wondering why I liked van life, or bus life, this is why. The aesthetic is my aesthetic. The blues, the space, the standalone shower, which I think normally there's a toilet there, but oh, absolutely gorgeous. And there's literally so much space. Like if I literally just propped y'all right here, how could I prop ya? I don't know. Okay. Literally, look how much space there is. I don't know if you can fully see everything, but like, such a vibe. I would love a bus, but a bus is not conducive to stealth life, which is the initial goal when I first get my first rig, because I'll still be in the city. Eventually, when I have land, I'll go bus. 100% I'll go bus. Okay, I have it in 0.5 so you can see what's going on. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Oy. I'm so good at this filming thing, you know. Now this, I can get into. It's like has a booth. I don't know what size this is, but interesting. They have it set where it's bedroom with a small lift. It's just so cool. I'm not gonna be the best at recording on this. I'm probably gonna be talking in a voiceover after the fact.
Voiceover after the fact is definitely the way to go. And I apologize. I took a video of me in a bus, but I didn't take one of me in a van. As a plus size person, I didn't have any problems. I didn't feel claustrophobic. I was easily able to walk through width-wise. Obviously, in the video initially, it shows me walking length, but that was just so I could show the sides and everything like that. This actually is someone's personal rig, and I believe their name is Kirby. This is actually available for sale. So if you look on Facebook Marketplace in San Diego, you'll probably easily be able to find it. It is highly quality, but highly expensive, so not in my price point currently, but love it. They also did another one, and I initially show you with somebody walking in who is a taller person. This guy's clearly like 6 foot something or whatever. This is another one of Kirby's builds, but I just wanted to see that he could easily get within the building. But now we're going to do a tour without him and show you what it looks like inside. And I believe this one is for sale as well. So if you're looking for one, easy, here it is.
Okay, here's another one, and thank the Lord for some steps because my fat ass. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so this is a similar design. Now this one has a microwave. This is so cool. Oh, okay, so he still has a sunroof, but then the solar panels on top. He has literally 1,400 amp of solar panels in the on the roof, but they move. I think that's clear that way because of the door. And this, I think. Okay, I'm already in this one already, so y'all can see. Now this one is just a regular 170, not extended. It sleeps 3. Very cool. Literally. Okay, this is like possibly my favorite scheme.
Sarah the surfer, skater, flying on all these activities, and I think it's just such a good match for a band like this. What do you think?
Since I decided to go with like the standard Mercedes Sprinter model, I was a little nervous that I wasn't going to be able to fit all my skateboards or like my surfboards.
I'm hoping I got enough content. It is, I don't even know what time it is. Oh, it is 11:39. I'm tired. I'm getting a little sweaty. So I'm going to pack my bags and head back to LA now. But had a really good time. I even got coloring books. Literally this team at Sandy Vans, so sweet, so kind. They were a lot of fun. I literally thought Carrot Top was here, but it's just a guy with red hair. But anyway, oh, the exit's this way. That's all for now. Bye.